How's it going, everybody? Next character for these testing grounds that we're covering is Gladiator. The hero has already been on the verge of being a must pick and is just overshadowed by Centurion. Cent and him are the two premier gankers in the game because of the hitstun reset of their pin moves. In Gladiator's case, that is Skewer. I'm going to talk more about that after we've looked at all the changes. So let's start then. First one are new chains. Toe stab, the shield bash, and the zone attack now chain into heavies as well as Skewer. It's all these extra options that make his ganks much more potent now, and it also made it a lot safer. He no longer has to whiff a light or heavy just to get to the Skewer, and while we're talking about the Skewer, it had its stamina cost reduced to 12 and it no longer confirms a forward dodge light. The exiting animation has been altered ever so slightly, more on that later. It plays a role in his ganks. Same as his toe stab. The damage of the move has been upped from 9 to 10, so you can do up to 15 damage with Haymaker. Also, previously it stopped you from getting an execute while hitting someone during the toe stab hitstun. That has been fixed. It works like the other bashes now. Then for his dodge attacks. Both the dodge bash as well as the light have received some extra iframes on startup. I hate testing that exact timing, so I will do that when the actual rework comes out. For now, I have a few examples. Against Griffin, the dodge bash works now, for example. And in general, a lot of charged bashes are being avoided like that. We once again have the dodge attacks as a catch-all mechanic in this case. I'm not a fan of an entire mix-up being negated by a mashing dodge attack. Whether the problem lies with the dodge attack itself or the specific mix-ups, you can all decide for yourselves, or maybe you don't consider this an issue at all. So far, Warden seems to still mess with Gladiator. We'll do more tests come release. But alright, let's address the elephant in the room. Gladiator is a ganking hero, but currently he plays second fiddle to Centurion. I've heard a lot of positive things about Gladiator, and also many people said that Gladiator now surpassed Centurion as a ganker. The main reason for that is that he has 100 to 0 ganks for all heroes, as well as the fact that Skewer, because of it being a bleed attack, almost feeds no revenge at all. A failed Gladiator gank allows for another attempt, whereas other heroes are now stuck against an opponent with an almost full revenge bar. And please do not underestimate this. Skewer really feeds only a tiny amount of revenge. So these are the two main arguments for Gladiator. But what seems to get ignored is that Gladiator ganks are harder to pull off than Centurion ganks. And not to step on anyone's toes, but people are already struggling with Cent ganks sometimes. Just because Nemesis pulls them off flawlessly pretty much every time, doesn't mean every other team does. Whatever someone values more, the sheer potential of the ganks or the ease of pulling them off. Because the person being ganked will also get better at making it more annoying to land. It's not just the gankers that are improving. So I will not pass any judgment on whether Centurion or Gladiator is the best ganker. Both are absolutely viable, and things like renown gain, reflex guard, teamfight prowess, chase potential, and so many more factors will play a role when selecting a team composition. But point is that despite the extra chains to Skewer, pulling off the actual ganks can be quite cumbersome. Both the fact that Skewer often needs to land within 100 milliseconds of some recovery, and then you need proper positioning to not be out of range for the follow-up toe stab. At this point, I'm just curious to see what kind of ganks people will come up with. Most interesting part is to get to the Skewer. For most other heroes, it's easier to tell how viable they are. For Gladiator, it'll take some time. But I'm sure many people will try him out, and I also hope he will give Cent a run for his money. The more viable heroes, even if it's gankers, the better for the game. Let me know your experience with him. I hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.